Hey guys, welcome to another MSM video, and in this video we're going to talk about Tamiya Mini 4-wheel drive. Yes, if you've been a fan of the channel, you have seen that Peter and I have experienced this really exciting hobby of mini 4-wheel drive racing. These are small race cars that are built as a kit and they're motorized. We put them on a track and they run around the track, and depending on how you did your build, it'll either stay on the track and be really rapid, or it could go flying off, and you just don't know until you get there and you practice and you see how your build went. So Robert of Inamoto Tune has been our coach and has really guided us along this journey. And although I do have some cars for this upcoming event, my B-Max builds were not super competitive. When I did have success and I did place third once, it really was more of just outlasting my competition. It really wasn't that I was beating anybody. So Robert loaned me one of his cars so that I could study it, study how he does his build, and then replicate that in mine. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that with my two new cars that I'm gonna race this weekend. I've got the Cross Spear and the Dancing Divine Doll. These little guys here. Yeah, so cool little builds. I had a lot of fun putting them together. The Cross Spear is a VZ chassis and the Doll is an MA chassis. So they're both mid-motor, or I should say they have the motor bias to the rear of the chassis, not to the front. I really tried to do Robert proud by replicating his build in how I planned where I put the carbon fiber plates, my roller choices. With the Cross Spear, I went with 19mm rollers in the back, which is better for stability. Not so fast, but good for stability. And then on the Doll, I went very aggressive with 13mm rollers, which is very good for speed. So, we'll have to see how these work out. We'll have to see how I do. Like I said, my current B-Max cars are okay, but they're not great. So I'm hoping that these two will be great. Also, I did a custom build. I built a dual ridge and did that purely as a creative project. It's not going to be raced. I will run it, but it's not going to be raced. And what I did there was took the dual ridge kit. I had a set of chassis plastics from Tamiya in a really light baby blue. So I thought that would go really well with the silver body. I added the blue wheels from Tamiya and some silver rollers, and I think it turned out spectacular. I'm really, really happy with it. And that would be what I would consider a very, very, very mild custom. In the world of Tamiya Mini 4-wheel drive, there are guys who build outstanding, wild customs or really complex customs. This is really simple. This was just a little bit of interchanging parts to get a color palette that I liked and a theme that I was happy about. But I really like how it turned out. It was fun to build. And that's probably the takeaway I want to give you guys when we talk about Mini 4-wheel drive. Amongst all the hobbies that we have, and I'm talking my one-to-one car hobbies, I'm talking, collecting diecast, RC, of all the hobbies I have, I find building these little kits really is just a lot of fun. I can largely let most of the world kind of disappear around me, and I just focus on building this little kit, and I really enjoy it. And that may be because back in the day I built plastic model kits, and that's something I do want to get back into because I found that to be very therapeutic. But these little mini 4-wheel drives are, like I say, a lot of fun to build. When you get to race, the racing is awesome. There's great camaraderie. All the guys are tremendously cool guys to hang out with. So this weekend, X Hobbies is celebrating their 1-year anniversary, and this is the group that Peter and I have joined to do our racing. So they're celebrating their 1-year anniversary, and they're having a big race this weekend. So that was the motivation to get these builds done, and I'm looking forward to how the weekend is going to go. Largely going to devote the whole weekend to the event. I'm going to show up on Saturday and do some practice, and then gets the fine tuning done. Hopefully they're good and I don't have to do a massive overhaul. and then we'll see how we do on Sunday. So that's going to do it for this video. It's a bit of a quick one, but we hadn't touched on mini four-wheel drive in quite a while, and I wanted to do a video about it, so this was the perfect opportunity. We got an event coming up, going to be there racing, and I built some new cars for that event, so I wanted to share that with all of you. As always, if you're enjoying our content, please like the videos that you enjoy. That helps us with feedback and knowing what kind of topics you guys like us to explore. Drop a comment if you haven't dropped a comment on any of our videos, or if you're a mini four-wheel drive racer, drop a comment. Let us know if mini four-wheel drive is something you do and you enjoy it, and if you do, what are the things about the hobby that you enjoy. And check out the video at the end of this video. I'm gonna link a video that's all mini four-wheel drive content about the open category and how fast they are, so check that video out at the end of this one. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed to our channel. Please subscribe. We're driving for 1,000 subs and we're well on our way. So thanks for watching.